All right, this is going to be the last one that I do at this Dollar General because it's my first stop of the day, and I'm already like 2 hours behind. But I can't stop recording. This is more important than bread, and I got to get this idea because it's really great. It's not just an idea; it's my life. Okay, this is not. This is when I say idea or this concept down. It's not because I thought of something cool and creative. It's because I realized something, and I have to write it down. I don't have time to do it, so I got to record it this way. So I'm talking it out. So I mean, it sounds really weird. It's just I don't have time otherwise. Anyway, so. I realized what the whole lesson in my life of being psycho back when I was younger, writing all those songs and having really thinking that way. I've never been a person who was fake. So like when I've told people, I'm like, I've never acted like something I wasn't, because at that point in time, that's what I was and that's what I wanted with myself. But then I realized it's not what I wanted, and I moved on. And the reason it showed me that is because I needed to have that attitude, to be that kind of person, to become the kind of person I am, and now realize that those people that act like I acted really need the help the most. So I should write vulgar, horrible songs, but then be like, follow me. And when people finally look into me or see me on TV talking, they're like, this dude's all nice. Like, that's not right. And then they'll be like, but then they hear me doing that stuff and they understand why, and maybe they'll follow me. But then the thing is, people show up in forms and they do that, and they end up becoming, they embrace that character, they become all gothed out, they become all crazy metal, you know, they want to get into that character, so they get into that character and they become that character. It's just so obvious at the same time, and it's not just me putting it into awesome, cool words. It's just how it goes. That's how it's going. You know what I mean? Like you come down and you say, hey, I'm going to teach this lesson or learn this lesson. Is, you know, these guys need help. So you go into that place, and most people that go into the ghettos and go into whatever as their life, they actually went in there to try to help. But then something around them made them forget that. Usually it's the baby process, of course. But then, like, even after babies, we know deep down that we're not supposed to be mean to each other, but for some reason we allow ourselves to because it seems okay. But because it is okay, but at the same time it's not okay. We're just told you can't do this, you can't do that, but you can do whatever you want to do. You just deal with the karma. Once you realize the karma's no whatever. I mean, I could go around killing people until they stop me and shot me down, and I know that I'm going to be okay in the next life because I was helping those people go on to the next one. Whoever I would just randomly grab would be somebody whose soul's purpose was they didn't know, or they had already accomplished it already, and you know, they had already accomplished it again, and they're done with what they came here to do. They're just living the rest of this time out, you know, like what we call time. So we trapped ourselves with the concept of time, but it was the only way to experience things and to keep track of stuff, just like names and things like that. But anywho, that's basically what I want to say. That plus, you know, an STD, killing someone, all that kind of stuff is things that I experienced all in this life. But I'm still here to tell about it and to understand and be righteous about it. I didn't mean to do it, any of the things wrong that I did, but I had to learn those lessons. So I really can't reveal some of the things that I've done or that I do or that I do now or that I've done or have thought of or have experienced or all that kind of stuff, because they'll label me a bad person because they don't get the fact that we're more than just people and we do these for reasons, and everyone has killed people. Not everyone in this life, but everyone in some life or some form or another has killed everyone's killed everyone. You've killed everybody. You've killed everybody, you've hurt everybody, you've saved everybody, you've helped everybody. It's crazy to say it, but it is. Just like that isn't, well, the thought that was a thought and then turned into a telephone wasn't, but became. Just like it doesn't seem like it's possible, but you were once nothing and now you're here. Your mom and dad were just your mom and dad, then they had sex and then you were here. Because that's the way that we chose to display the way we're created, so it all makes sense to us, so that we can experience this next experience. And then the clouds and all these things that are here are things that were created in order to get to this point of a communicating, you know, intelligent being. And then here we are, you know what I mean? And there are things out there that are more intelligent, but they're ideas, concepts, and thought patterns. But then when you die and you get to go there, you realize those dimensions are real, and concepts and thought patterns are whatever you want them to be. So an alien is out there. Whatever you think an alien looks like, it looks like. You know, there's an invisible alien making out with your butthole right now, but at the same time, it's not. You know what I mean? It could be. Who knows? Like, picture that. Maybe it'll feel good. I don't know. I'm not going to try to picture that, although I just did. Weird stuff, man. Life is weird, and I'm sorry for even. See, I'm just creative, and I'm goofy, and I just didn't mean to say that, and I said it, and then I pictured it, and it's just funny as shit. Right, well, I got to go.